family, are you ready to record some memories together? April was quite the month for me. It was one of the best months I've had in a really long time, and one thing we didn't talk about in the actual plan with me portion of the video is we just released our first mugs. If you've been with me a while, then you know I've been talking about this for a long time. We finally got some mugs in. They are signature Paper and Glam mugs. So go pour yourself a cup of tea or coffee and let's record some memories. All right, sisters, let's close out April. If you are just joining us, let me make a little supply list for you. So I'm gonna be using some just tweezers that I like to use for small stickers. My favorite pen, both for writing on planner paper and planner stickers. Everything's linked below. And then you'll also want your memory dashboard right here, and these did sell out during the annual sale time. They weren't on sale, but they went quickly with our washi, but they are back and open for pre-order. They'll be shipping on the 15th. So we have a brand new washi up in the shop, so that's there. And we just need these 3 sheets: memory dashboards, stickers, and washi. So if you're just joining us for the memory planning series, I want to show you what we're gonna be working towards. We are making this fun little dashboard that just sums up the month and is a fun, effortless way to record some memories. So let's do April in review. So first, I like to put down my washi and kind of create some frames. And if you are using the EC planner for this layout, you want to count 8 lines down, and you can use any planner or paper for this. But I'm using the EC. I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And stick it down. All right, and then I like to put my circles on next. And I like to just balance these between the top 2 lines. And let me zoom in some, maybe even a little more. All right, and then I like to do the edges first because it helps you get them on straight. Oh, that one's a little far down. And our stickers are pretty forgiving, so as long as you don't press down real hard, you can take it from the top if needed usually. All right, 3rd one. All right, that looks pretty darn straight. And then I like to put this April header on next. How was your April? I had one of my best months ever. So much fun. And got out of the office a couple times. And then I like to put memories down here. You could easily put favorites or whatever works for your memory keeping routine. And then here I like to track whatever I'm working towards being consistent on. So for me, it's like workouts, videos, books read, just because I'm a huge reader. I don't really need to work at that. And then in the past, it's been like Instagram. Let's see, what did I do last month? I know, let's see. Oh, I did blog posts because I kind of had been blogging. Yeah, I might need another 4th one because I've been slacking on the gram, you guys, but I'll get back to it. So I'm gonna pull out some icons from Glam, so our functional stickers. How cute are these little gym bags? I think I'll use this floral one. Unless there's floral on here. Is that too much floral? Is there such a thing as too much floral? I don't think so. I really don't. All right, so there we get a gym bag. And then for Glam Reads, excuse me, for books read, I'm gonna do Glam Reads and do this pink book since the box is purple. And then videos, use this YouTube button. And then I gotta think of a 3rd thing to track. All right, I'm just gonna use Instagram because I cannot think of a 4th numerical thing to track. And these Instagram logos, we just released those in gold foil and they are gorgeous. So it's just the Instagram logos and like all 12 color schemes, and I'm completely obsessed with them. So I don't really have room to write there anyway. I think it's all gonna work out. Next, I like to decorate with these little Easter eggs, little seasonal glam. And I like to layer them on top of the icons too. Uh-oh. I think it's fun. I think April was the longest month of my life in the best possible way. So much happened, and it just felt very Easter, you know? In the words of Tay Swift, you know, my girl, I rose up from the dead. I do it all the time. Okay, so put a few more on, and then we'll get to our memory prompts. All right, I have my icons down and my circles filled, so I'm just going to write my numbers. So I got 9 workouts in April, which isn't too bad considering I was gone for 2 weeks. We did the annual sale, and then there were subscription weeks. So I will take 9. And then I read 3 books. Sisters, I'm telling you, I just like did the most in April. I don't know how it happened. I feel like I've been tracking my time in Excel, and it's been really, really life-changing. You know, I was gushing about that book, Off the Clock. Well, yeah, it was just a life-changing book, and really tracking my time in a lot of detail has been just, it really feels like I have better control of my schedule. And then lastly, 5 YouTube videos. So we did book club. We read The Favorite Sister this month for book club. We had the Glam May unboxing, the annual sale, Plan With Me Glam Festival, which was one of my favorite Plan With Me's, and then I think I'm missing one. I can't remember. Okay, so I just wrote in my totals for these circles. So I got 9 workouts in, and I'll take that. I was out of town for 10 days in April. And 9 is not too bad, especially since we had the annual sale and just so much going on. But we'll get to that. I read 3 books in April and then did 5 YouTube videos. So on P&G TV, we did the Glam May unboxing. We did a really fun Plan With Me festival, book club, memory Plan With Me, March, and yeah, I think I'm missing one, but we got some videos in too. All right, let's do the memory prompts down below. So all of these don't fit on this layout. You could fit them in if you wanted to, but I like to take off 3. I like to give you some options because every prompt might not work for you or for your, your season or your month. So I'm gonna take off praying, pinning, and then reading. So I'll list out my books like a nerd that I am. All right, and the rest I will just start to put down. So we have 3 lines, and then we'll put our prompts on. So 3 lines down to give us some room to write. And then just like with the circles, I like to do the edges first. It's a little easier to get them on straight and centered. And while I'm putting these on, I know a lot of you have asked what will become of this page in the new EC, and I plan to really use it exactly the same. I will try to get to a kind of mock-up of it for you. I know I'm always at Stagecoach during the EC launch. I am doing my annual review. You guys know I'm always late to the party because I'm out of town, and then when I come back, it's got to release a new collection and kind of get caught up from being gone. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Don't you worry. I am going to the Life Planner launch party on the 7th, so I will do my best to vlog it. You guys, I vlog all the time. I know you guys love the vlogs, and I love doing them, and I vlog so much, and then I don't get a chance to edit it. So if you're wondering about the vlogs, that's kind of been the story for the last couple of years. I always want to get back to it because it's just so much fun, but yeah, I'm hoping that just with kind of learning how to manage my time better, and I keep gushing about that book Off the Clock, but it really was just so incredibly life-changing. I cannot recommend it highly enough, and especially as a planner and someone who is obsessed with time just by nature and for a living, to learn so much about time and how to manage it was really, really incredible. All right, we're almost done putting down our icons, or excuse me, our memory prompts, and then we'll match up the icons and fill them all in. We'll chit chat favorites. And if you're new, this works like this. So as I'm going through, I tell you guys what I've been loving this month, and then I would love for you to leave me a comment and tell me what you have been loving this month, whether that's watching or listening or eating, drinking, anything. Because a lot of times your favorites from one month become my favorites for next month. You guys keep me fresh. Takes a village. Glam it up and get it done, right? Okay, last one. All right, let's match up the prompts. So I like to use this little heart for loving, and then learning. You could use so many different things, but let's see. I will use this open book, and then eating, we'll use the cutlery set, the Glam cutlery set, and then planning, this planner stack. It's got a spiral and a ring bound planner. And then savoring this candle. Uh-oh, it doesn't quite fit, y'all. Shoot. That's all right, close enough. And then wearing and watching. We have a remote for that. And singing. Going, drinking, celebrating. We've got cake, and listening. All right, and the rest of the prompts are the ones that I left off. So let's fill this in. So loving, the thing that I'm completely obsessed with this month, and I know I gushed about this in the festival Plan With Me, but I'm completely just besotted with Jet Sweet X. I am kind of a textbook multiple personality Gemini, you guys. You know this about me. I have the glammy side of me that just loves the bump and grind of LA, but then I have the small town country girl side, and those two people kind of live inside of me push-pulling because I miss my home in Napa and I miss my family, but, you know, my life is here and my business is here. But with Jet Sweet X, I can be home in 2 hours and it's less expensive than driving. It's just, oh my gosh, it's like the Lord has heard my prayer. You know, when you have those moments where a business has solved a problem that you've had and you just like had a gap and then you found something that just was exactly what you needed. And hopefully the Paper and Glam is that for a lot of you. But Jet Sweet X just did that for me. And I was like, oh, it's so inspiring when a business just gets it. All right. Some of us are bi-Californian, you know? All right. Learning. So we had a huge learning curve with our gold foil production this month. I made so many trips to production. We were modifying files over and over and over again. Me and the saint, Miss Jessica Edwards, the OG creative director, and I don't know how she's still managed to put up with me all of those years doing last minute changes to files and then like running them and again and again and again. But we've got stage 1 of our foil launch and it's all up in the shop if you want to peek. Ultimate Glam and all the Glam subscribers are getting it on the house. Say what? Girl, I got you. So I can't wait for you guys to see it in person. The camera just does not do it justice. You're gonna just die when you see it. When you see the Glam pool party we have for you for June. Okay, eating. So I have been eating. So at Stagecoach, there is this taco cart that my best friend Becca and I just love. And we look forward to the La Quinta tacos every single time we go to Stagecoach. It's just like our thing to get them at the end of the night after this like epic bus ride and then just like laugh and review the night. And yeah, we just like end up having the funniest conversations. Last year, we got tacos and we ran into Ashton Kutcher, and then we went back to the room and we were watching Valentine's Day, which she's in, and it was so funny. We were just cracking up because he also doesn't age, and we've talked about that in vlogs before, but you know, memories. All right, take care of the memories and they'll take care of you, right? Planning. So I have been planning, I guess pre-planning is a better word for it, but I've been pre-planning in Google Sheets, and I know that's kind of sacrilegious for someone that's all about paper, but after reading Off the Clock, it convinced me that I wanted to try it, and I know I should get to a video on it because, I mean, it's really, really simple. I basically just make a spreadsheet with the days, you know, on one axis and the hours on the other axis, and just fill in my days. And it's just really helpful to get a grip of my schedule before, you know, everything changes. I don't know if your life is like mine, but I make a plan at 5 a.m. and then by 9 a.m. things have completely changed half the time. So that's just running a business. It's kind of, it can be firefighting mode, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But I love kind of getting a plan in place in detail, even if it doesn't play out. All right, savoring. So I had the opportunity to meet the Saqqara founders, and I had breakfast with them and did yoga, and it was just so inspiring. You guys have heard me talk about Saqqara a lot. If you're new, it's a meal delivery service that has really changed my life. I did a whole vlog on it. It's vlog 43, but it was just so incredible to meet Whitney and Danielle and also their team here in LA, and yeah, do yoga and have breakfast. It was a really cool opportunity. And just to chat like business and health. I did vlog it, but gosh, girlfriend, I'm so behind on the editing. I make no promises. Pray for me. Okay. I also vlog Stagecoach, but again, pray for me. But you know what happened this year with Stagecoach? Well, first off, I was having the time of my life, but they are really, really strict about cameras now. Like, they almost took my camera. I like had to beg them not to take it, because, you know, just with like shootings and everything, they are really strict about like what you pull out of your bag, and like you're not allowed to have anything like kind of that looks like a selfie stick or anything like that. So yeah, I couldn't really bring it into the venue, but I did get quite a bit of footage anyway. So drinking. I have been drinking Creation Happy Juice, and Creation Happy Juice is something I save for special occasions. I bring it to Stagecoach every year. It's just this like, I can't even describe it. It's like mint pineapple juice, but it just literally tastes like happiness, and it's also so good mixed with a little Malibu. And yeah, Becca and I always go to Creation the morning before we leave for Stagecoach, and just get a huge ice chest full of juice, and we make our own cocktails and just take them to the pool, and it's heaven. And let's see what's next. Wearing. So wearing, before I move on though, you guys, are you proud of me for talking and writing at the same time? That can be problematic for me. All right, so wearing. I have this black crochet bathing suit that I'm obsessed with, and it ripped last year at Stagecoach, and I was so bummed. And I found this master seamstress who sewed it back together, and I was able to wear it to Stagecoach again, and it just made me so happy because I was so bummed. And it's nice when something comes back to life like that. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I love this bathing suit so much. I kept it. I'm so glad I kept it, because a couple of people told me it could not be salvaged, and they don't make it anymore. I even tried to grab a new one. It's just like a really fun one piece. All right, celebrating. So we hired 2 new designers last month, or yeah, April was last month. So we've had a search out for the last 3 months now for some more help on our design team. If you're new to Paper and Glam, we release Wholly original planner collections every month, and it is very time intensive to create those, and really just takes a lot of heart and sweat equity, and just finding just the right gals to translate the aesthetic and give you guys that same paper and glam experience when you open those hot pink mailers. I want it to, just give you a certain experience. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I want you to look at it and be like, yeah, that's paper and glam. And every year, we do the same monthly collections, and it's a balance of kind of keeping the OG favorites, but at the same time keeping them fresh too. All right, watching. So you guys know my Warriors are in the playoffs if you are basketball fans, and I just live for the playoffs. My mom and I watch it together and basically just talk trash the entire time and just have so much fun. I was at Stagecoach for so many of the games, though. I was super bummed to miss it. I swear, that last week of April, it's like so many of my Super Bowl events. There's the Life Planner launch, the playoffs. There was the PGA was like right in my backyard, and I wanted to go to that again this year. You guys watching the playoffs? That Clippers series was serious. Okay, singing. I have been singing this Russell Dickerson song called Blue Tacoma. You know when a song just gets in your head and you can't get it out, and as soon as you get it out, you like catch yourself singing it again, or it'll come on the radio. So it's like Blue Tacoma, California. So good. And we totally missed him at Stagecoach. He was on really early. We got there right as his set was finishing. Was so bummed. So we were standing in line. This was the first day of Stagecoach, and to have our bags checked. And the person in front of us tried to bring in drugs, and so we were standing there just like basically stuck for a half hour during his whole set. So bummed. So I didn't get to hear this song, but I'm sure he'll be back. All right, listening. I made a Stagecoach pre-party playlist. So it's poppy and country, and we had this meetup at a amazing house that one of our Paper and Glam sisters rented for Stagecoach, and so I made a playlist for our time together, and I'd been listening to it just the whole week as I was getting ready. What do my Taylor Swift fans think of her new song? Did you guys see her at the Billboard Music Awards? I've been waiting for new music. So excited for the next era. Where are my Swifties? We gotta break it down together. I'm super behind on my podcast. I need to find out what's going on in the fandom. I listened to this podcast called Swiftish that just breaks down all things Taylor Swift. It's amazing. When that song came out, all of my friends were texting me like, there's a new song out. And when it was released, I was driving, and I had Becca watch it and let me know if there was snakes in it, 'cause I'm super not a fan of snakes. So I went home to Napa, and it was glorious just to spend time at home. I was getting homesick, and I wasn't able to go home for Napa home for Easter, because it fell between the annual sale and Stagecoach. So I went home a little bit earlier, and I love my home. No place like home. Okay, so our memory prompts are done. I feel like I need a thumbs up for talking and writing at the same time. I'm going to use some washi. I didn't put it on very nicely, though. Let's see if I can get it back off the sheet. I didn't put it on straight. So down below, I like to write a quote of the month and then the books I read. And the quote, sometimes it comes from a book I read or the Bible or something one of my friends or a member of Team Glam said that just had really stuck with me for the month and kind of felt like the theme for my month. So I'm going to put that down and then split this section with books read and words to live by. So, oh no, I thought I ripped it. I was like, no. All right, words to live by. And then books read. over here, and then I like to put a washi dividing line right down the middle. Let's see, should we use purple floral or should we use pink? We've used a lot of pink. We'll use purple. My washi sheet has been well loved here. Do you guys like the new washi which just released? Isn't that update just gorgeous? I love how it came out. I spend a lot of time finessing patterns, you guys, and type awesoming them so everything just coordinates perfectly for you and you have like a full planning system that works all throughout the year and works together so you guys get like a cohesive look without like cracking your skull open on what matches. Okay, words to live by is something my mentor said. I'm gonna write this one out because I need to like make it fit in this little box, and then I'll give you guys a little pep talk because hopefully it resonates with you too. So this quote, just to give you a little context, was something my mentor said on a day when my faith was just really shaking. It was one of those days where like so many things popped off that I was like, oh my God, I need to go back to bed before like something else happens. You know, we all have those days. And she said, just go about your day, working your magic, and remember when you lose your faith, you lose your magic. And I just cannot stop repeating that to myself, that, you know, as a Christian, it's like we're called to have that faith that moves mountains, but that's easier said than done. And just remembering that, you know, we're magic. We just got to remember that. And when we forget, that's when the magic goes away. All right, so books read. I read 3 books. So the first one is called How to Be Alone. It was recommended on what should I read next. I needed a nice nonfiction palette cleanser, and you guys know I love my little essay collections. And this book is so hysterically funny and also just so relatable, and yeah, also a little bit sad, but in the best possible way. I like my books a little bittersweet. It reminds me a lot of Tiny Beautiful Things that we read together. Oh my gosh, you guys, when did we read that? It was November 2016 or 17. Yeah, it reminded me a lot of that book, and I really loved it. All right, I also read The Luckiest Girl Alive, which is, I think, maybe one of my all-time favorite fiction books, if not my all-time favorite. So it was just so good. I gushed all about it at book club. Jessica Knoll is a miracle worker. It just had so many really, gosh, what's the word? Just like astute observations of just the female experience. And it had some serious Gatsby vibes too, which just the commentary on just the female experience. And then lastly, we read The Favorite Sister for book club, which is Jessica Knoll's follow-up to The Luckiest Girl Alive. All right, sisters, here is our completed April memory dashboard. That is a wrap on our memory planning layout. I hope this inspired you to get some memories down. And like I said in the video, I would love to know your monthly favorites because I'll need new ones for next month. And go grab your mugs. I would just love to toast some Easter coffee, although we're past Peep season now. We need some summer coffee, right? Maybe we should petition Peeps to like bust out with some flamingo marshmallows so we can have summer coffee. So I'm excited to start shipping home mugs and our June collection, which is gold foil. And let's see, I think that's about it in housekeeping news. And thank you guys so much for watching and hanging with me and yeah, shopping the annual sale. You guys were so patient while we glammed so hard to get orders out in April. And I'm really excited because that gives us some resources to do fun new things like gold foil and raise a mug together. Until next time, sisters, thank you for watching.